So the sine law and the cosine law, we use them with non-right angle triangles. So we're not resorting to SOHCAHTOA when we have 90-degree angle triangles or right triangles. We're working with non-right angle triangles. So if you give me something like this, definitely I cannot use SOHCAHTOA because I don't have a right angle. A triangle is a oblique triangle, I guess. So what we need to do here is we come to B and just drop a vertical, meaning here at 90 degrees. And what I'm gonna call this, since we have ABC, so I'm gonna call this side D and this side E. So E is from here to there, sorry, E that is, and then D is from there to there. Now, I'm gonna call this H, and therefore I need to find the height to be able to find the rest of this. Also, we're giving that this whole length right there is 10. So definitely what I could do is use hold on a second. I think I'm given C is 8, sorry. So C is 8. So I should label this as 8. So C, basically side C is opposite to angle C. Now what I would need to do is basically find the height. So to find the height, I could work with this angle and the height here and the 8 there. So because if we have that, we could do sine. So let me just, we could do sine 30 would equal the height, which is the opposite over the hypotenuse. So if we're looking at this triangle right here that once we introduce this vertical height at 90 degrees, meaning the base, now we have this triangle to work with to find out what H is. And then we just cross multiply. So cross multiply the 8 into sine 30. So we'll get 8 sine 30 equals H. And then if I just use my calculator to find, so make sure you're in degree mode. H equals 4. So now we found out that H is 4. So we found that out now. If we know H is 4, then we could find out what D is. And we could find out D either using cosine. So we could go cos 30 equals D, the adjacent, because this 30 is adjacent, which is D, over the hypotenuse, which is 8. Now just cross multiply the 8 into cos 30. So D would be 8 times cos 30 degrees. And if we do that in the calculator, D turns out to be 6.9. So if D is 6.9, and everything I'm gonna find, I'm just gonna put there in blue so you know it's just a new finding. So 6.9. If we wanna find E would just be 10 minus 6.9. Since the whole thing is 10 and we found D to be 6.9, then E would be just 10 minus 6.9, which gives me 3.1. So therefore now we know this is 3.1. So now we need to find angle C. So angle C is easy to do now. We're just going to use SOHCAHTOA. So finding angle C so angle C, so basically we want to find this. So therefore we have the opposite and the adjacent to this angle. So I'm going to go tan C equals 4 over 3.1. And therefore angle C would be second tan or inverse tan of 4 divided by 3.1. So if you go to your calculator and find angle C that way, it will give you angle C equals 52.5. So they asked us to find A. So to find, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to find the angles first. Since we know angle C now, let me just write that in blue because we found it. So angle C here, angle C equals 52.5 degrees. And we know the sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So angle B equals 180 degrees minus 30 minus 52.5 degrees, and that would equal 97.5 degrees. And therefore now we found this angle here to be 97.5 degrees. So the only thing that we need to still find is the length A, because they asked us to do that. And length A will be, so now finding A, I think I could use this angle right here. We have the opposite, and this is the hypotenuse. So we go sine 52.5 degrees equals 4 over A. Now cross multiplying allows me to cross the A to this side, and A is on the bottom, it goes to the top, and sine is on the top of 1, so when it crosses this side, it goes to the bottom. So A would equal 4 over sine 52.5, which gives me, if I go into my calculator, plug that in, it will give me A equals 5.04. That's the length of A. Also, I could use Pythagoras as well. 3.1 squared plus 4 squared will give me A squared, and I could have solved it that way. This is basically how we use the sine law. We use, when we don't use the sine law, this is how long this will take. So it looks a little bit complicated for a lot of you. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is show you how this question could be done without using all of this, and we just resort to the sine law, and I'll see how easy